Welcome to Paddling Adventures Radio. I'm Sean Rowley, and with me is Derek Specht.
Hello.
How's it going, Derek?
Fantastic, man.
Fantastic.
So, did you notice the rain today?
I did.
You did?
I did, and I'll go on a rant before you go on a rant.
Okay.
I'll rant up. I drive a full-size pickup truck.
Yeah.
You can't miss my truck.
Well, it is brown. Is it brown?
No, it's not.
What color is it? It's like a
it's silvery
platinum
gray.
Yeah.
It's gray.
Sort of a brown.
Yeah, it's brown gray. It's the brown shade of gray.
It's the color of gray that if it gets dirty, you wouldn't really notice.
It is silver gray.
Not silver.
It's
silver,
not close to being
it's
brown.
Silver gray with an undertone of brown.
Okay, we're going to put this on hold and go look at my truck.
Sorry, I got to go outside. Be right back.
Anyway, regardless of what color it is, when I'm driving beside you on the highway,
Okay.
and my headlights and signal light and everything are right beside your passenger door,
Yeah.
you put your signal on.
Oh.
And start moving over, and I gotta blare my horn,
I've done that before.
and then slam my brakes on because you're still coming. What part of there's a truck beside your car do you not understand? And it's not the first time it happened.
See, it's not that they don't see you, it's that they're expecting you to give way.
Well, I hit my brakes just fast enough that they just missed
They were
the
in
front of my truck.
Huh.
I was like, I must have been less than 2 feet away from their back bumper when they got over. So I just high beamed them. It lit up their car like the 4th of July. and then they sped up. Because they weren't even doing the speed limit.
Oh.
I mean, it was raining, but they weren't even doing what everybody else was doing.
They were not paying attention.
They were not paying attention. They were probably white-knuckling it. They should not have been on the highway. Stick to the main roads.
What lane were they in when they first...
The middle lane.
You're in the middle.
I was in the slow lane.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. I was doing the speed limit in the slow lane. And they just, no, I'm just going to pull over here. Oh, my God. See, those are the people we should be able to get out and around and just hip check them in the ditch.
Oh, yeah. Just tag their back bumper and make them spin out.
Right? Just look to your right.
I know. There's
Before
a
you
big
pull
truck.
over, there's a big truck beside you.
Yeah.
Either speed up and get over or slow down and get over. Because there was nobody in front of me and nobody behind me. I was just doing about 5-10 kilometers more than them to get past them.
Yeah.
And they just, nope, this is the time I'm going over now.
This is my turn. Look out, everybody.
But
Here
yes,
I come.
I did see all the rain today. It was coming down at some points.
It was coming down really hard. When I was... I went up to in the building, our little cafeteria upstairs, and it's all self-serve and self-pay. Good thing that we have an honest work group. Anyways, so I went up the stairs, and I could hear this roar, and I got to the top of the flight of stairs, looked out the window in the stairwell, and it's like, it's just a sheet of water pouring down the window. The wind must have been moving north, and so blowing off the lake, and you're just sheets of water. I walk out of the stairwell onto the main floor, and I could just hear the thunderous roar of rain hitting the roof. Big flat top roof, whatever, right? It was like, holy cow. There's like, it's not too often. It's only maybe once or twice a year you get a rainfall that heavy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. There was so much. And I got back down to my desk and I was just raving about it. I was like, oh, the rain has really come down. Anybody have to go outside? You might want to wait. And one of the older guys, Lauren, he says, you know what? I said, he's always fun to talk to. It's like, what's going to come out of his mouth? Anyways, he goes, you know what? If the rain, you can put money on this. He said, if the rain starts before dawn, this is 80% of the time. This is 95% accurate. It's going to be done by 9 to 10 o'clock, and it's going to be nice the rest of the day. I said, 80% of the time, this forecast is 95% accurate. And he just laughed at me. It's like, absolutely. I know. I've never heard that before, but I'm going to use it from now on.
Right? We should change our slogan to that.
Yes.
Paddling Adventures Radio. 80% of the time, we're 95% accurate.
It's good. I like it.
Let's get t-shirts.
I like it. I like it a lot. Thanks, Lauren.
You know when it's really not good to have that kind of rain?
When you're in a canoe.
When you're in a canoe in the backcountry?
I was Wabakimi trip. When I did Wabakimi with the boys, it was the last day. It was technically supposed to be the second to last day, but we paddled across a very large lake, and the rain was coming down about that hard, and it was raining so hard we had to bail it out a couple times because the water level was increasing inside the canoe, and it defeated my rain jacket. I was soaking wet inside, and it was like, what is this? This is a brand new outdoor research. I bought it just before the trip. It was like $250 $250. I was like, oh, good. I have a nice rain jacket. Oh, the rain went right through it. We were also paddling for hours in this heavy rain. And we stopped a couple times, pulled over to the side into the reeds and started bailing out. And we got to what would have been the last campsite of the trip. And we dragged all our gear up. Didn't really find a good dry spot. Everything was wet and it was rocky and there's mud puddles, and we hung a tarp and we started having discussion. We hadn't opened anything up. All we did was hung a tarp, and it was still raining. It was like you could see that we're in between clouds. And we just said, hey, we should message the guy, see if he can pick us up early. So we did. We used the Zaleo. Meshes the guy, and he came and got us a day early. It's like, yeah, it was. We were wet, miserable. We were gonna have to set up in the rain, and we were soaking wet. We were so wet. It was like,
there's nothing like having to set up in the rain when you're already soaked.
And like a nice light rain is fine, but we were soaked. It rained heavy all day.
Yeah.
We were in rollers. It was heavy wind and then light wind and then heavy rain. And we stopped at a couple campsites to try and dry out, put dry clothes on. And it's like, hey, maybe the guy will pick us up early. So he drove out, picked us up. It's like, thank goodness.
Yeah, I did a solo trip in Temagami. And halfway through the day, it just started coming down.
Oh.
So I still got a ways to go. We'll see how the rain plays out. And I get stubborn with that. I'll just wait it out.
Yeah.
Like, keep going. Oh, it's going to stop anytime. Oh, it's going to stop anytime. Oh, it's going to stop. 3 hours later. Oh, it's going to stop anytime.
It's not
5
stopping.
days later. Oh, it's going to stop anytime now. And yeah, I put in about 9 a.m. and I made camp about 6, 7 at night.
Yeah.
And and it was October, and the evenings get colder faster. And by the time I finished putting up the tarp and putting up
dark
my tent,
and cold,
like I put up the tarp and dug out cold. I was like naked on the campsite in the middle, just grabbing the warm, dry clothes.
Get all the wet stuff off.
Yeah, and getting warm stuff so I could get everything else going, sort of stuff. And the that time of year when you get that kind of rain, it doesn't dry. Nothing dries.
Yeah.
Right? You can put it up and you can put it on around the fire and stuff but it doesn't.
Yeah, nothing.
Dry,
Yeah.
Which sucks. I think we should start a petition to have every backcountry site have a dryer. Let's plug it in somewhere. Yeah. A really big extension cords. Yeah. I don't mind rain on hot summer days.
Yeah.
But when you get into the shoulder seasons, the rain just...
Because the chill gets into you, and it's like 2 or 3 in the morning you finally dry off.
I've sat in the mouth of a channel in my canoe in the rain, waiting for winds to die down enough that I could cross the lake. Because you're looking out and you go, okay, I got to cross all these white caps. once this wind dies down just enough,
it'll be safe.
I can make a beeline.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there in the rain, in the canoe, holding onto like a tree or a rock or something.
Or reeds or cattail.
Yeah, because you don't want to take that time to turn around, find somewhere to get out of the boat and set up a tarp for a while. Because the minute that happens, the wind dies. You get everything down, get back to the mouth, and the wind picks up. You want to be ready for it.
You want to be ready. Make that 30-minute rush.
Like I say, I'm stubborn that way.
Yeah.
And I'll do it again. Other than that, it's been a great week.
It has been. Yeah, I'm looking. I keep seeing. It's that typical time of year. Like you never used to see this back in the day, but now every once in a while you come across somebody post, "Hey, it's only so many months or so many weeks, so many days of Christmas." It's like, shut up.
Right? I went out golfing on Saturday.
Did you?
Saturday morning, first time in about 10 years.
Wow.
I went out golfing with my 1990s golf clubs that are about 2 inches too short for me. But after 10-ish years, I got to say, I'm playing the exact same way I did back then.
Which is crap.
Right? Well, that'd be a stretch. Arsenal were playing as well.
Yeah.
So I was wearing my Arsenal golf shirt, and I sent it to my buddy over in England there and said, when tee-off time is the same time as kickoff time. Yeah. And he goes, I didn't know you played golf. And I'm like, well, what I do is considered golf. Yes, I play golf. So, but it was an absolutely gorgeous October day.
Yeah. And
if I wasn't playing golf, I would have been out on that water.
Mm-hmm.
It was a beautiful day for paddling, let me tell you. It would have, because you're sitting there going, I could be out in the boat right now, paddling one of the lakes or rivers, and here I am golfing. I had fun. But.
That's nice. That's awesome. I want to get out golfing more. I always wanted to get out more. I just never find the people that are willing to or able to go when I go.
I'll take you. I'll go with you. But I don't play serious.
No, neither do I. Neither do I.
Where'd you? Well, the one guy that we were golfing with, so it was Mackenzie, my son, and then a couple guys from my work.
Okay.
And the one guy actually does tournaments. Like if he could turn pro, he would, in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I mean, he is good. He's really good.
Yeah.
And I said, you just wait till you play with me. And he goes, why? Are you good? I said, no, but I'm going to make you look so much better.
I'm going to make you look good.
But of course, he was like, oh, I'll give you some tips and tricks and stuff.
No, I don't want tips.
And he goes, okay, so do you find when you hit the ball, does it go left or right? And I just looked, yes.
Yes.
And he goes, oh, okay. But you know what? I started remembering how to do things and how I used to do it with these clubs and stuff. And once I figured that out, my shots got so much better.
Yeah.
But when you're sitting there and you're if you know the lingo and stuff, you're saying, yeah, it's gonna. When you're putting, you give it a nice little hit. It's a fast run, so don't hit it too hard. And you can see there's a bit of a hill there, so it's gonna break to the left or the right or something. And I'm reading that, and he goes, yeah, that's perfect, man. Just hit it, boom, nice and you do it, and he goes, that's excellent, and it doesn't break. And we're looking like, what? Did
my ball just climb uphill?
Sideways. And it went around a couple of times, came back for seconds. But, you know what? If we keep having weekends like this, it's going to be a long paddle season.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are putting the boats away now.
Yes.
October is not the end.
No, it's not. And the boys are planning a trip. I don't know if I'm going or not. I'm a fair weather in the fall. I'm a fair weather paddler. If it's going to be raining or sleet or whatever, I don't mind snow. I'd be game for snow.
Yeah.
I'd be up for snow. But if it's going to be raining, so the boys, they were making fun of me today because you haven't committed. It's like because I'm waiting on weather.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Mikey, like from Windsor.
So, yeah.
It's, 11 hours or something he says?
It's
drive?
a long way for him to drive
Yeah.
to sit under a tarp.
Yeah.
So if it's bad weather, I don't think he'd go either. I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
But for people that are like a couple hours away.
Yeah, whatever. If it turns bad, then I'll leave early and go home. It's only a couple hours. Like for me, it would be just a couple hours.
Yeah.
Kawartha Highlands, it's not far. It's hour and a half, 2 hours. And so if it gets miserable, I'm going to head out.
Yep. See ya, suckers!
I solo paddled in, I'll solo paddle out.
Right?
So. So do you recall what I said the score was for the game?
2-1?
It was 2-1.
Yeah.
At the
bottom of the second.
Bottom of the second. Well, there's a lot of unhappy people in New York right now.
Why?
Because we are now on the bottom of the third, and it's 6-1.
Really?
Yeah.
We used to have problems with the Yankees.
Yeah.
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 The baseball playoffs, Major League Baseball playoffs have started.
Yep.
As of now,
Yeah.
Jays are up 2-0. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's best of 5 if they win one.
But you know what else has started? Hockey season started.
It has officially started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
anyways, I'll give periodic updates as we go along.
for posterity.
Yeah, I'm gonna text my wife now.
Yeah.
She's
So we're
probably
gonna get
watching.
halfway through the episode, and you're gonna say it's like 13-1, and our listeners are just gonna start shutting it off.
I've been watching reaction videos online for New York fans. Oh, they're so mad.
Oh, yeah.
They're raging into their phones and claiming that the Blue Jays are cheating. And it's like, I'm sorry, what? It's good.
They're getting too many hits.
It's
That's
like
a cheat.
Yeah, they're cheating. They must know the pitches or something.
I don't know. It's a game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making anything off of it. Well, we actually do a whole lot of all the Blue Jay printings, banners, and everything you see down there.
Oh yeah,
yeah, our company.
Right on.
Yeah,
nice.
So Friday, all my jobs that were supposed to go out got delayed
because you had to do a whole bunch.
Because we had to do a whole bunch of Blue Jay stuff. Come on!
Well, it's a priority job. I imagine they're paying good premium dollar for that, right?
I don't know. They're not my client. They're somebody else's company's client. But all my stuff gets. So then, of course, you got to tell your clients. Yeah. You know, and most of my clients are big Jays fans, and I thought I was supposed to get my job today. Well, here's the deal, because of the Jays and Oh, okay. Well, can I get it tomorrow? Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, alrighty then.
We're fine with that.
We're good with that. So yeah, I haven't said no to any. I might be on a trip 2 to 4 days in November.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why I haven't committed to that other one.
Oh, okay.
Because after 3 weeks in Japan, and other stuff in the spring that I already did, and Christmas, I've only got, I think, like 2 or 3 days of holidays.
Oh, yeah.
So
dwindling.
Yeah.
Do a solo trip, are you?
No. Maybe. But hopefully not.
Yeah.
Somebody else I'm trying to find out if they're going to commit to. So. But they got to let me know. Because they got other things lined up, and they just got to make sure it fits into their schedule. So
there you go.
We'll find out. But if you wanted to go paddling, and you didn't know anybody that did
honestly,
paddling,
that's the tough spot. That's when you're trying to find paddler partners. Like, geez, I want to do this river. I need a week. I need to go do the Noir in Quebec. I want to do the Des Moines. I want to go up and do whatever river in Northern Ontario. And it's like, I can't find anybody to go.
Well, whitewater paddling is a niche sport.
It is.
Lifestyle. Industry without a central global meeting place, apparently. RallyCrew, the whitewater community's new digital eddy. Since popular Boater Talk forum shut down 2020, there hasn't been a central meeting point for whitewater paddlers. But in August, a new home for whitewater community became available to all, and it's called RallyCrew. This came out of, well, I didn't see it coming, but when I saw it, it was fully fledged, and they sent me notes, but I was in Japan at the time, so
they've got some money behind them. They've managed to build a nice platform.
Yeah,
and it's internet based. It doesn't have an app. I couldn't find an app.
Oh yeah, the app's not there yet. But there is a mobile app coming soon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent.
The whole idea behind RallyCrew is to create a global platform for whitewater paddlers, kayaks, canoeists, rafters, pack rafters, and suppers to connect, plan trips, build skills, and find events. It's centralized, all-in-one alternative to email groups, group texts, forums, and algorithm-driven social media. Project is a brainchild of Deborah Kane, an avid whitewater kayaker with a history of exciting apps. Her last company was the van rental app GoCamp, which was sold to Storyteller Overland in 2021.
Oh, she's got some experience behind her.
So she's got the experience behind her to do this sort of thing. It says, it's the classic entrepreneur story. I built RallyCrew to solve my own problems. I was juggling whitewater conversations across Facebook, WhatsApp, texts, and emails, and still missing out on great paddling events because I didn't even know they were happening. I figured if it was a problem for me, it's probably an issue for others, and it turns out it was. About 1,500 boaters responded to a survey last year and voiced similar frustrations. So I signed up.
I did too today.
Yeah, and I've got friends and everything all over the place already. Mm-hmm. You put all your information in there, and then they'll put your, where are you located and all that sort of stuff. And you can find friends all over the place. And what were they at last I saw? They had just over 2,000 paddlers registered. All over the place, all over the world.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the numbers.
I got friends
now.
in Nepal now. So if I want to go whitewater paddling in Nepal, down through the States, Ontario, Canada. So if I want to go paddling in Ontario, Canada, I know people. I've got friends there now.
Where's the search function?
You got to go to the bottom. Oh, yeah, go into the paddlers page.
Yeah.
At the bottom.
Oh, there we go.
Now, see, this when you go to rallycrew.com, you're always looking at the top for menus and stuff.
Yeah.
They've actually got 5 icons on the bottom: home, paddlers, community, events, and rally. So there's a couple other little things at the top and whatnot. But yeah, I'm always looking at the top thinking, where did I find that before? And then, oh wait, it's at the bottom. So some of the features of the basic features of RallyCrew have to offer whitewater paddlers at launch, with more in the works. Individualized paddler profile. So you can build your profile to highlight your skills, experiences, and paddling preferences so that you can best connect with others in the community. Event listings to explore a regularly updated global database of paddling races, clinics, tours, and trips. So if there's a races or something going on in your area, you're going to hopefully see it on the event
you'll see
page.
You'll see the.
Yeah.
Will it work like I'm still trying to figure out this map. Could you? Is there maps that you could find stuff? Say if you wanted to find something in Northern Ontario.
It's all
in Quebec?
No. It's all. I haven't seen any maps on it.
Okay.
But it's all.
I can't even find you.
Oh, really? Go into paddlers.
Oh, there you are. Just found you.
And then just hit under. You can hit. There's 2 things. There's the. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody, Dare Spesh would like to connect with you. No.
Denied.
Mark is red. Oh, there is. It's accept or deny.
Mine says no paddle pals yet.
You mean I'm your first paddle pal?
Well, I just signed up like half an hour ago.
So you can, so there, when you go into paddlers, on the upper right-hand side, there's the search magnifying glass, and there's a thing for filters next to it.
Oh, I see that.
So member type, whether you're a paddler, instructor or coach, professional athlete, content creator or a guide, country, and the watercraft, type of watercraft you're paddling, your comfort zone. Couch isn't on here.
Couch. I'm a couch potato.
And then it'll say you select what you're looking for, and then hit show users, and it'll list all the, like I hit Ontario, and it lists all the boaters in Ontario.
There's a lot of people that are not putting their names in. Paddler number 49547, paddler 97953.
Twisted Paddle 101.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Right? Kyle.
Kyle
in Buenos Aires.
Yeah, Argentina.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's Christina. There's Pia.
there-
Marco.
Ohio, Maryland,
Evan's in there.
Ottawa, Canada,
Mhm.
Beaverton, Oregon. Whoa, Norway. There we go. Trondheim,
Yeah.
Norway.
Yeah, there's an awful lot of paddler and then a number.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Very cool.
yeah, so all that's in there. Trip event planning and river logs. So plan whitewater adventures, share experiences, and access timely river insights. Affinity groups. Join specific communities based on shared interests, skill levels, and paddling styles. And messaging. Keep all paddling conversations organized in one place. So if you message your people you're going with, then everybody knows go to RallyCrew.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can check
It's
the
like
messages.
consistent,
Yeah.
one-stop
Yep.
shopping.
Do you use WhatsApp?
I do.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
I don't use it a lot. There's a couple of
Tracy
people at
uses
work.
it quite a bit. But
One of my coworkers, when he goes back home to India, he said it's easier if I message him from on WhatsApp and stuff
Right.
like that, because for people from different countries and across platforms, it seems to be a common one, and apparently it's got really good security. So,
okie dokie. Whitewater industry features. RallyCrew isn't just for paddlers, but also for the whitewater industry to connect with the community. Here are basic features and offer at launch for paddle sports businesses. Business profile. Showcase what you have to offer the whitewater paddling community and directly connect with paddlers who are actively seeking events, lessons, and or gear, which would be cool because, if you're going down to Georgia to meet up a bunch of people,
yeah.
and you want to do some whitewater paddling, you can go and find a business that rents boats, and then you can organize.
Yeah.
Right? You can, hey, I'm coming down there.
Yeah.
I see you're on RallyCrew, or message them from
I'm
here.
flying, so I can't bring camping
so
gear.
I can't bring my
I'm not going to bring my kayak. And
Yeah. Event listings. List and promote events, courses, trips, and other services directly to interested whitewater paddlers. So for businesses, it's pretty good. Insurance access. Insurance coverage tailored to paddle sport activities may be available to qualified instructors and event organizers listed on RallyCrew.
Huh.
And there's actually from their main page there's an insurance tab. So I guess you can get you through RallyCrew.
That's very thorough.
You can get into different insurance sort of stuff. Question is the whole meal deal. Casey Bryant Jones, paddle school director for Ottawa Kayak School at Wilderness Tours, has been using the beta version of RallyCrew and says it's helping him reach paddlers who are looking for instruction and guiding without getting lost in social media algorithms. It is a direct connection to the community we serve. RallyCrew is a community platform paddling has been missing, says Sarah Solsis, professional kayaker and co-founder of Sarah Solsis Brothers River Company. It brings the whole whitewater world together in one place. Athletes, instructors, clubs, newcomers, everyone. I love that it's built to support connections, skill building, and the kind of real friendships that happen on the river. This feels like the future of paddle sports. I'm really stoked to be a part of it. I'm personally a pre-launch RallyCrew user and have been peeked behind the curtain in its final development stages before its full-scale launch to the community. I can confidentially say that it's been built from passion and a real desire to help create a healthy whitewater paddling community and industry. There's a bunch of people saying really, really good things about it. RallyCrew is an online platform designed to foster real-world connections. We'll measure success by how many people it helps get out boating, not by time spent scrolling. Which is exactly it. When you're on Instagram, you're looking at the pictures of how much fun people are having, but a lot of it, like I say, when you look at some of these professional kayakers, whitewater boaters and that, and you're going through and you're watching their little reels and stuff like that, there's not really much information except them going, their helmet view going down.
It's just posted
something you'll never
no background.
go on.
You don't even know where they are half the time.
Right. And so there's no
80% of the time,
it's 95% nothing. There's no algorithms pushing random content in your face, like talking about motorcycles. Now you're going to get nonstop ads for motorcycles.
Oh, yeah.
The entire ecosystem is dedicated to one thing, whitewater. At its core, RallyCrew is about joy and connection, not class ratings or ego. Go to rallycrew.com for more information. Sign up, check it out. If you're looking to do some whitewater paddling, you're probably going to find people in your area. Or if not in your area, maybe in the area that you're looking to go, which is another benefit, because then you could just send them a message going, hey, we're from here. You live there. We're looking at this area. Have you paddled there? And if so, can you give us some pointers? Can you give us some tips? We're going to be there from here to here. If you feel like joining us, it's a perfect way to connect.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, we used to do that when we used to go wilderness tripping there with, up in Algonquin when we first started up in there. Algonquin Adventures Forum.
Yes.
Hey, I'm looking at heading up in this time. I'm looking to go to here, and anybody got any tips or anything? And
back in the day, I used to pay a lot more attention to those chat groups and stuff.
Right?
And like, Mark Rubino's chat group, there's Algonquin Adventures chat group. I don't go to them at all anymore.
I'm on there so rarely anymore. Mm-hmm. Mind you, I'm so busy, much more busier now than I used to be too. So, I remember back in the day when we didn't have the podcast.
Life was simpler. Yeah. So before I had kids, I'd be like, hey, what's going on this forum? Or I'd be reading all the chats. And yeah.
You go there like 4 or 5 times a day, and how come no one's put any more comments on these questions?
All the comments.
Yeah,
I want somebody to comment.
Yeah, and now it's like I don't have time to read 50 comments.
Hey, I'm paddle pals with Deborah Kane now.
Who?
Deborah Kane.
Oh, really?
I think she must have an automatic thing. It's
maybe
like every new member gets to. Anyway, so now I have 2 paddle pals.
Wow.
Some guy named Sean, and then Deborah Kane.
Sean the Awesome.
That's not what it says here. So you're probably paddle pals with. It'll be look at your notifications. It'll be there
for
Deborah Kane.
Oops. Oh, yeah. No, I'm already paddle friends with her.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I see what you're saying. Yeah. When you sign up,
you're
automatically got one friend.
Yeah.
You got 2. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 friends, Derek.
I got 2, and I've been on this app for less than an hour.
Oh, you're only way up, buddy. So go check out RallyCrew, RallyCrew.com. Even just breeze through it, take a peek at what's offered and stuff like that. And say, if you're into whitewater paddling, this looks like it's going to be an awesome tool. Yeah. And once they launch the app, you can have it right on your phone.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to find a website. You don't have to type it in. You just have to click on the app.
Yeah. Check it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what time of year it is? October.
Yes.
What happens in October every year?
The MLB playoffs.
Hockey season starts.
Oh, yeah, that.
Halloween.
Oh, that too.
Halloween.
Oh, I know what you're getting at.
It is the season of the witch. It is the season of the witch, the time of year when people dress up as witches and whatnot and hit the waterways in paddlecraft to celebrate Halloween. Some of these also do it as a bit of a fundraiser for usually kids groups and stuff like that too, right? So lots of events are already happening.
I would love to see it in person. Because I've only seen pictures. I haven't seen it in person where you see like 50 witches on paddleboards or whatever.
A lot of it tends to be in the States, I find, more than anything.
Yeah, I've never heard of it here.
Yeah, no, you'll hear, a few people, and then you look, there was a big event, let's go check it out, and you look at the pictures, and there was like 6 people.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't happen today around here, that's for sure.
Not today, no. Lots of events are already happening. Check your local clubs, paddle groups to see if there's a group heading out around you if you're looking for some fun and want to participate. 'tis the season.
Mm-hmm.
Get out on the water.
There's lots going on.
And also this time of year is our yearly roundup and results of Fat Bear Week.
Oh, yes. And
The winner, 2025.
drum roll, please.
Fat Bear Week, 32 Chunk.
And credit to him, he did
Right?
it with a broken jaw.
Had a broken jaw. He was up at the end against Bear 856. He won by a vote of 96,350 to 63,725.
Difference of 33.
Just over 160,000 people voted.
Mm-hmm.
So Chunk has experienced the benefits that come with his large body size and dominance in brown bears. Very large, perhaps 1,200 pound plus bear. Uses his size and confidence to his advantage. Bears that are unwary or unlucky often find themselves under threat when he's nearby. Yet even bears as large as Chunk face challenge and hardships. He returned to Brooks River June 2025 with a freshly broken jaw. Timing of the injury during the brown bear mating season and the nature of it strongly suggests that Chunk was injured in a fight with another bear. So that just shows you, like, how strong these bears are. If you can break another bear's jaw.
Oh, I know. And
Right?
he probably doesn't even have medical coverage, so
Well, I'd
that's
be
tougher.
thinking, yeah. Many questions swirled about his fate after he broke his jaw, because you figure he broke his jaw, he's not going to eat. So then he's going to lose weight and probably going to die.
Yeah, but he's figured it out.
Bears in Katmai National Park do not receive veterinary care, and the fracture hobbled his ability to maintain his dominance and catch newly arrived salmon. Despite that, Chunk proved immediately adaptable. He adjusted his behavior to avoid most direct confrontations with other large male bears, quickly learned to eat salmon without the full use of his mandible. Additionally, his large body size still gave him easy access to many productive fishing spots. He remains one of the largest bears at Brooks River. I keep wanting to call him Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
Chunk used his determination and adaptability to persevere through injury. He will need that ability indefinitely. His broken jaw is a permanent disability that will never return to normal. Resilience in the wake of pain and conflict is written on Chunk's face. He's got a big scar across his face from previous as well.
I didn't see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got a massive scar straight across his face.
Wow.
Right across the old snout.
Did they estimate his age?
I don't believe so. I haven't seen it.
Because they usually track these guys and know where they came from, who their parents are.
Yeah. So congrats to 32 Chunk.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Bear 2025 champion.
1,200 pounds.
12. Well,
That's
they figure just over
big
1,200
bear.
pounds. I could take him.
I could take him in a chicken wing contest.
I could take him in a chicken wing contest. Yeah. But when it comes to catching fish.
Yeah. I've been watching some of the videos of the bears up in Katmai, and there's one bear. It's just one of those things. It's like, oh, he's just floating, big fat bear.
Oh, yeah.
Floating across the river in calm water, and as he's floating, you can see the fish underwater parting.
Right? Like something like that. And the view, it's got to be from a drone or something, because it's from a high riverbank.
Yeah.
I would just want to swan dive right on top of him.
You can see him. You can see the bear stick his face underwater, blowing bubbles as he's trying to look at the fish. It's
Right?
like, oh, this is awesome.
To be a bear, right? A Katmai bear.
Yeah. Well, all the fish you get to eat. That's incredible. And apparently,
Yeah, but you gotta eat raw.
you've seen it here, like locally, there's so many salmon in the creek in Bowmanville.
September rains.
Insane. But there's more fish than I've ever seen before. And I've been there
Really?
for 25 years. I've never seen so many salmon.
Wow.
It's a big run this year. And they're saying that up at Katmai, too. It's like a
It's
big
funny
run
because
this
there
year.
hasn't been tons of rain. But because the end of September is usually when we go salmon fishing up the rivers, right? And we always know that when the September rains hit, mid to late September, that's when the salmon run starts.
Yes.
But there hasn't been the big rains this year.
We've been getting some late.
You've been getting some rain, but not the big storms,
just,
which is surprising with how many salmon are coming up.
It's just a massive amount. And you walk and they see you moving and they just start swimming away from you and they're just going crazy. It's like, whoa.
Well, we go down to the river.
They're huge.
Yeah. We go down to the river in the leaf-free area and people are like, oh, there's dead fish, and all my dog wanted to do was roll around the dead fish and chase the fish. Athena won't go near the river.
That's nice.
Because she walks in last year and one hit her foot.
Oh.
And it's like
freaked
a cartoon. She just jumps straight up and right across the top of the water. She sees a fish and she wants nothing to do with the water.
There's monsters under there.
Touch my foot. There's a shark in there.
Yeah.
Michael Walther has had to interrupt his Atlantic crossing on his stand-up paddleboard for a time.
Why would you do that on a stand-up paddleboard?
Well, you know
all the power to him. Like, I'm not knocking him, but it's like
Cyril Derimo had the kayak.
Yes.
Picture that, but smaller. And that's the stand-up paddleboard.
But thing is, you don't have a cabin or...
Oh, it does.
What?
It's got the cabin, but he stands up and he paddles.
Oh.
As opposed to sitting down and with the kayak paddle. So he stands up. He's got a big...
Yeah, it's a very big stand-up paddleboard.
Yes. Then. Oh, yeah. So he's doing Atlantic crossing, and he's had to put it on pause because there was a nighttime incident.
Oh.
46-year-old extreme sportsman and environmental activist collided with an unknown object, causing significant damage to his 6-meter-long offshore stand-up paddleboard.
Unidentified?
Unidentified
so
object.
A submarine came up and whacked him? Because if it was a floating shipping container they drop in the ocean all the time, he just bump against it. But if something hit him,
and
like a
where
whale,
the damage is, at the time of the incident, he had already been at sea for 13 days, covered around 1,000 of the planned 6,000 kilometers from his route from Lagos, Portugal to French Guiana. After the collision off the coast of the Canary Islands, he had to call in at the nearest harbor to have the damage assessed and repaired. He had just gone to sleep in his small cabin on board when there was a loud bang. The paddler flew through the bunk, and the board lay on its side.
Oh.
After the watercraft stabilized again, so it's a self-righting thing, right?
Yeah.
After it stabilized again, he crawled out of the cabin and inspected the damage. Position light and the AIS antenna for automatic position transmission had broken off and gone overboard. The cabin of the board had a large hole in the ceiling.
What hit him?
They are now checking whether the board has also suffered structural or safety-related damage. He has set himself 3 goals for this tour across the Atlantic: to master the sporting challenge, collect acoustic ocean data using a hydrophone, and to remind us that you can achieve a lot with small paddle strokes. So my money originally was on a big fish jumping out of the water, possibly trying to evade an even bigger fish. But for it to knock the whole thing on its side.
And he would have known if it was a ship, because it make noise.
The ship or... Yeah.
Who was it that...
And there was no noise. I mean, you would have heard a plane. You would have heard boats.
Who was it? They were doing it by one of those... by kayak, and they got hit by a swordfish. And the swordfish's beak was stuck in the boat, snapped off.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember who that
was. It wasn't Cyril, but it was somebody else. Yeah. And there's a hole in the boat from underneath.
It wasn't Dobo, was it?
I don't know. But they had a hole in their hull.
Yeah.
And they were taking on water. They had to patch it because a swordfish's beak had gone through the hull.
And that's why I'm saying, you get a big fish like that. Would it be big enough to knock that thing on its side?
But to snap a hole, knock a hole in the side of his cabin, and then structural damage and knock off...
That's why I say it's got to be something massive that jumped.
It was aliens.
Well, that's what they're saying. He was hit by a UFO, an unidentified flying object, right? In the middle of nowhere, you get hit by something. What are the chances of that? Right? You're, like I say, you're in the middle.
You're so far from everything.
From everything.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, something hits you.
Speaking of odds, this came up today because there was a chocolate bar hanging in the vending machine, and the boys are, hey, we can shake it out, we can knock it out. I said, statistically, chances are you're going to get hurt. You're going to knock that thing over on you, right? I was being the responsible thing, trying to get them not to shake the machine. So then I went and got data, and it says, hey, you know what? The odds are greater to die by vending machine than to die by shark.
Right?
Statistically.
That and Pokeroo.
So yeah, about, on average, 13 people die a year by vending machine.
Yeah. But I'm thinking there was and because Portugal, that's where the killer whale attacks are started. Remember the yachts?
Yes, off Spain.
Yeah.
Spain, Portugal, yes. And
so maybe an orca jumped, hammered his boat.
But did he describe the action? Like, he was probably asleep at the time, so
yeah,
he probably doesn't have a full awareness.
There was a loud bang.
Loud bang.
He went flying because his whole boat tipped on its side and then righted itself.
Yeah. Huh.
And there was a big hole. His antenna and everything was gone.
That's
I got to think something big jumped.
Yep.
Not realizing he was there.
And it was at night, I assume.
Yep.
Curious.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be a big fish. Something.
Well, it had to be whale-sized.
Yeah.
In order... But you'd think it would leave a mark. Like a scratch or some blood or something.
Well, not necessarily, because it's his stand-up paddleboard isn't that big. So he could easily get hit by a whale or whatever. Like, these things are always hopping out of the water. Not usually at night, though. But... yeah, it's who knows what could have been.
A rambunctious killer whale.
Yeah, maybe it was maybe the U.S. military had a sub out and he got hit by a periscope.
And then they sunk really low going, he's not going to know what hit him. There's all these Navy people over there giggling their butts off now.
They're all going, oh, we just hit something.
Right? Next day, hey, you guys see this on the internet? Look, this dude got hit by something. Yeah. they're sitting at the bar across the harbor from him, looking at him, pointing and giggling. We know what did it.
Very possible. You know what? Anything's possible,
right?
It's. I doubt it was a large ocean-going ship, because he would have heard.
You would have heard
because it would make a wake. You'd hear the engine, but a sub can be pretty darn quiet.
Yeah, but how would it hit the top?
It would knock him over, and it tipped him sideways, and he hit the periscope. Who knows? Who knows? So they did that.
I'm putting it down to aliens. They boarded his craft, kicked the crap out of it, and jumped back in.
Well, there was a tragic, but there was a Japanese fishing research vessel off of Hawaii 10 years ago. U.S. Navy sub off of Hawaii they're doing a I can't remember what they call it, but it's a rising blow, whatever. They blow all ballast tanks and rise in emergency blow to the surface.
Oh, okay.
Then come up under this Japanese vessel and sunk it, crashed it, destroyed it, and the thing went right to the bottom. And so these things happen.
Well, hopefully they find no structural damage, and hopefully they can fix the
antennas. Well, antennas would be easy enough to fix, but he does have a hole in the side.
Well, hopefully they can fix the hole.
Yeah.
And
duct tape.
Be on his way to the next 5,000 kilometers.
Huh. Well, good luck, Michael. Hopefully they get things fixed up.
Weird. Sticking with the Navy.
In the Navy.
Small contingent of Australian Navy personnel recently deployed to Banyala to undertake a cultural immersion and a co-designed leadership experience with Yalungu.
Is that how you say it?
That's how I looked that up. Community members from East Arnhem in the Northern Territory. The activity aimed to foster mutual understanding and respect between Navy and First Nations people and their connections to the sea. Navy Indigenous Advisor Commander Michael Henry said the group worked with community to build a traditional lipa, a dugout canoe, with the goal of sailing it across the ceremonial waters of Blue Mud Bay. Visit is about more than just presence, Commander Henry said. It's about listening, learning, and walking alongside communities like Banayala who have a deep, enduring connection to the sea. The Navy's use of canoes traces back to World War II when coast watchers were deployed across northern Australia. This is pretty neat. I never knew this. During this time, First Nations people played a vital role in supporting coast watchers by providing intelligence, transportation, and assistance in rescuing downed airmen and shipwrecked sailors.
Oh.
Jambawa Marawili and other community leaders welcomed the personnel to Banayala during a disciplinary ceremony called Rapiri Ram.
Disciplinary?
Yep. A discipline, not discipline like punishment.
Not in trouble. They're
No.
just, yeah.
Because I went on to read a bit about it and it was talking about disciplines and,
Oh, okay.
you know.
Makes sense.
The Rapiri Ram ceremony focuses on fostering discipline, respect, and cultural values often used in educational settings to teach people about Yalingu law. The term Rapiri translates to discipline, and Ram refers to ancestral law and customary practices that guide social interactions and responsibilities within the Yalingu culture. Ceremonies aim to instill a strong connection to culture and land and to navigate respectful relationships within the community. Commander Henry said that for Navy, visits to communities like Banayala are not just symbolic, they are practical opportunities to involve the shared maritime narrative by elevating the shared interests in maritime heritage and stewardship. So the people have navigated these waters for thousands of years. There's so much we can learn from each other about environmental knowledge, resilience, and care for sea country.
So it's not Northern Territory.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, getting together with them and building one of their boats and so they can paddle it. And these are not just dugout boats. They're pretty fancy.
Are they?
They got a big
Viking bow
sort of looking thing. Yeah, not like that big, but it's like it's carved.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, they're pretty cool looking thing. Some of them have big sails on them.
Oh, okay.
Right. That you can, just not paddling. You can put a big sail up and off they go. So, so that's pretty cool. So, the modern Navy with ancestral canoe building.
Very cool. Huh.
Keeps it all in touch.
Northern Territory.
Mm-hmm. Let's get back to animals. Animals and canoes. A fed-up mother elephant. And who wants to piss off an elephant? Charged a group of careless tourists who drifted too close to her and her babies in Botswana's wetlands and even trampled a woman, nearly drowning her.
I saw this video a couple days ago. Then Alan shared it.
Yeah.
And
I've seen it probably 4 or 5 times, different spots, and then I put, let's chat about this. I did some research on it and that, and then all of a sudden people start saying, "Hey, have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this?"
I was yelling at the guy he was polling.
Yeah,
I was yelling at him, "Come on, man, pull faster!"
Right. So a group of Americans and Brits were on a safari canoe tour through the country's waterways when their flotilla crept near young elephants, angering the several-ton mother.
You're too close.
And if you Google it, there is footage of this.
Yeah.
Footage captured by fellow safari goers shows the female elephant suddenly pivoting on the group, and as they wandered ever closer. So first off, as a tour guide, you think you would know. Well, she's got young.
Yes.
We're going to get close. Well, we're not going to get too
that
close because we don't want to piss her off.
And I think that was also a learning moment for the guides.
you think?
Well, the learning part that I would register in my head is I thought the water was deeper. This this elephant can walk here. It's only like 2 feet deep.
Yeah, and they can move.
She was moving. She was just crawling.
Tour guides frantically tried to backpedal the canoes, known as mokaros. We've talked about those before,
yes.
too. But it was too late. The elephant was practically upon them in an instant. Now, the guides, as you say, they were standing in the boats using poles, not paddling. The massive animals knocked its trunk against the closest 2 canoes, sending the tourists overboard. Elephant was beginning to walk away when she trampled a soaked tourist who was attempting to wade through the water. The woman was briefly held under the water as the giant sifted through the water with its trunk. Yeah, it looked like it put its trunk on her and held her under.
Pushed her down, yeah.
Right? Elephant with murderous intent. The hulking tusker seemed satisfied with the message she sent, wandered back over to her herd, and left with her young as if nothing had happened.
That was nothing to me.
The woman was rattled but unscathed.
Rattled?
Yeah, I would say. She was incredibly lucky. Had the elephant held her down for a few more seconds or gored her with its tusks, the outcome would have likely been fatal, a former South African game ranger who reviewed the footage said. In Africa, the gargantuan elephants, who can weigh up to 7 tons and stand at more than 12 feet high, only have one true predator threatening their lives: humans. Hunting has ravaged elephant populations globally as poachers defy international laws to harvest the ivory tusks. Many countries have either banned elephant hunting or placed restrictions on imported harvests. Botswana lifted its bans on elephants in 2019.
Why would they lift the ban?
Well, they're home to 1/3 of the entire elephant population, and Botswana's president insisted that loosening the restrictions was key after conservation efforts led to a population boom.
Yeah.
Anyway, definitely a learning experience. I'm sure that travel company got very 1 star on Yelp.
Yelp review. I got trouble by an elephant.
If you want to put a positive spin on things, everybody lived. But think of the story this lady.
Oh yeah.
Goes home with. So how was your trip? Well,
let me show you.
Knocked us out of the boat.
Let me show the video.
And it held me underwater. She's going to remember this trip, that's for sure.
Why didn't you message me? Well, my phone's at the bottom of the water.
Right. I'm not going back for it. It lives in Africa now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was all of a sudden just if you Google elephant charges canoe, it's everywhere. Everybody's carrying this story now. And it was like, wow, I'm just watching it and I'm thinking, why are you guys that close? Okay, she's turning and facing you and starting to move. Get out now. And then all of a sudden she picks up speed. Oh, yeah, we better leave now. You think? Sorry, that ship sailed. You were not on it. That was, wow. But as they're paddling backwards, you're thinking, okay, they're going to make it. She's going to stop. They're boogieing away.
It looked like 2 of them collided.
And then 2 of them collided. Sideways. And then that's when she caught up and just knocked the crap out of them.
Because they were keeping away from her at first.
Yep.
But then 2 of the kayaks collided.
Somebody zigged when they should have zagged.
Exactly.
And that was it.
What are you doing?
But, like I say, good thing. Everybody survived. Everybody's, they were rattled, but everybody survived. And hopefully it's a learning experience for them.
Definitely get stories.
0 stars on Yelp. That's all I'm saying. This last one here. Is this the last? Yeah, the last thing here. It kind of, I saw the title, the headline, and that sounds so familiar. So, article by Diane Selkirk in the Toronto Star. Title grabbed my attention immediately. It really hit home because Trace and I have felt this way a couple of times in the last few years. The title was To Find Our Way Forward. My husband and I went kayaking in one of the most beautiful places I know. She says, after a hard year, I wanted to return to the place where we had been happy, the wild heart of Baja, Mexico. So after COVID, and then last year with all the family stuff going on, it's like Trace and I are just like, you know what, we just need to get away.
Yeah.
Go somewhere and get happy again. Because, I mean, especially COVID, you get dragged down day after day.
Yeah.
And with Tracy being a nurse, it was 24 hours because she's getting phone calls and, you know, all hours of the night about things going on in the COVID unit and everything like that. And then last year with, you know, Ariana going to Japan and then Tracy's mom and all these things and all our trips got canceled. And it was just like, oh, man. So that's sort of like I say, I saw that and I started reading. I'm like, oh man, this was us. Exploring the rugged beach on the eastern flank of Isla Carmen, Baja, I trailed a hermit crab as if dragging its borrowed shell across the sand. Out over Mexico's Sea of Cortez, a steady breeze had begun to rise, churning up whitecaps, rattling the dry palms surrounding our lunch spot. Beach remained calm, was now exposed to a building swell. Our guides and support crew from Sea Kayak Adventures saw the change and began packing up with professional speed. My husband Evan and I walked back to our double kayak, paused to watch as the waves stirred up the sand. I tugged my life jacket tighter and tried to steady my breath. As we helped the others in our group of 8 push off, my chest constricted. By the time I slid into my seat, my pulse was hammering. My hands were clamped on the paddle so tightly they shook. From behind me, Evan's voice cut through the wind and the water, calmly and steady. Relax your grip. We've got this. A chilly wave broke over the hull as he slid into his seat. Paddle, 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 he called. Like, I've not ever had to say that. Paddle!
Draw left, draw right.
Our strokes found a rhythm, blades digging deep, and the kayak surged forward. Each wave rose up like a test and fell away as we crested it. Somewhere in the spray and effort, my fear shifted into exhilaration. By the time we reached the smoother, deep blue water offshore, laughter burst out of me, surprising and free. I turned back to Evan, trying to catch his eye. Salt streaked his sunglasses, and he was grinning. This is fun, I said, and in that moment, with the sea demanding our full attention and carrying us forward together, it was true. Wilderness adventures aren't unusual for us. Over 35 years of marriage, we've sailed oceans, hiked remote ranges, kayaked between isolated islands, and floated down faraway rivers. But this trip was different. In the past year, my mom had been diagnosed with cancer and then passed away. Evan's dad died soon after. Both his mom and my dad were slipping deeper into dementia. We'd spent months immersed in caretaking, grief, and paperwork. Instead of pulling together, the stresses put an unfamiliar distance between us. So we flew into the small town of Laredo for a 5-day kayaking expedition, a holiday we hoped would act as a reset. And that's exactly, I mean, with there was days where like Trace and I were just passing each other at the doorway.
Yeah.
You know, or I'd come home, she'd be in bed, or she'd come home, I'd be in bed.
Yeah.
It was like, there was no fun. There was no, everything was related to
a lot of pressure.
The family or work and a lot of stress. And there was no fun. There was no getting together. There was no, everything in our lives revolved around everything and everybody else. The lure of the Sea of Cortez isn't easy to explain. Photos appear too bright, washing out the tropical blue waters and rust-red cliffs. But from a distance, desert plants look sparse, yet up close, the saguaros and mesquite form impenetrable thickets. The reefs are alive with things that bite and sting, and it rarely rains. Still, it is one of the most beautiful places I know. Not in a sentimental way, but in a raw, elemental way. The kind of magnificence that insists you pay attention. that reminds you what it feels like to be alive, which is why after our terrible year, I suggested to Evan that we return to a place we'd been happy. Trace and I went to Temagami and had a couple of canoe trips.
Yeah.
If any place could show us how to move forward together, it was here. And though we usually paddled single boats, grief and exhaustion had taken their toll, and it seemed that sharing the work, stroke by stroke, might make the journey more manageable. As we paddled along the shore, I kept my eyes on each approaching wave. Sometimes they rose into translucent green peaks, steep enough to knock us sideways. Crossing over a reef, I looked down through the clear water and saw a kaleidoscope of life. The electric orange flash of rainbow wrasse, the yellow stripes of sergeant majors, and silver flicker of coronets. By the time we rounded the southern tip of Isla Carmen, the wind had dropped. On the western side, it was calm enough to spot 3 humpbacks swimming in the distance. Yeah, we don't have humpbacks here.
None of those in Temagami?
None of those in Temagami. On our previous visits to the Sea of Cortez, Laredo Bay National Marine Park, which protects more than 200,000 hectares of the Gulf of California, was still under heavy pressure from illegal fishing and overfishing. We often came across reefs where fishermen had stripped everything: sharks and sea turtles, oysters, and octopus.
Yikes. But
this night, after dinner of fresh fish, we watched in awe as flying rays began leaping in the air, landing with a watery slap as the sky dimmed into a rosy glow. As the stars brightened, our guides spoke of changes underway in the marine park. Next morning, Evan and I packed up, loaded our boats in an easy rhythm built on decades of shared travel. On the water, he slowed before I knew I was tired. I automatically angled the kayak so he could frame the photo he wanted. It was an ease I'd missed after months of not knowing how to say how sad it all was, of not hearing each other. We were back in sync. Later, we stopped to snorkel. A flock of pelicans dove on a nearby school of fish, and in the distance, a pod of dolphins swam by. Marveling at the abundance, I realized that against all odds, the sea was healing. Patience, love, and persistence were bringing it back. So, being out there can heal.
Exactly.
As I say, just after COVID, our first time out in Temagami, sitting in the boat or around the campfire, just the weight of everything from the previous couple of years just slowly began to lighten, because you're not dealing with it now. The phones aren't ringing. The emails aren't coming in. You're not watching and hearing about everything on the TV constantly.
The pressure's eased off, but the damage is still there.
Last year, like I say, with all the family stuff going on, it took its toll on us. Going to Japan was a great way to escape. And the day we got out on the water for that paddle was pure freedom and fun. We went for the big log ride, but then out in the canoes as well. Laughing, paddling, and not wanting the day to end. Right? Just getting out there, your mind is totally off everything, and you're back to, we used to do this and it was fun. We haven't done this in a couple of years, and now we're back to it, and this is fun. We're enjoying spending time together and all that sort of thing. Maybe at the end of the day, that is the answer. When times get tough, get out in the nature, get on the water, soak it all in, and remember when times were good and realize they can be good again.
It is a great way to get out there and recharge and it just kind of rediscover yourself, because you take away when you're home and it's a busy schedule. The kids are going to gymnastics or swim or whatever, and you got bills to pay. You got to get to work. You got to do all this. It's just to get out into the backcountry, and there's no distractions by politics, TV, baseball, or whatever. You're just out there. The only thing you have to pay attention to is each other and the weather, and it's simple. I think that's everything simplifies down to a smaller point. You're not distracted by all the noise.
Yeah. So before Trace and I had kids, we used to go out and do all these things and and whatnot, have a lot of fun. Everything was us. Then you have kids, and it's all about the kids and the family and We were big into the hockey. Mackenzie played, hockey and stuff like that. And we were all over the place in Ontario and down through the States and stuff like that, playing hockey. And I noticed that when hockey ended for the majority of the boys in his age, within a year or two, the story, did you hear who split up? Did you hear who's getting divorced? The only thing they had in common anymore was the hockey. And once the hockey ended, the marriages ended.
Yeah.
Weird
you have that
how
thing
that
that tied people together. Yeah.
Well, but our kids were old enough at that time that if we wanted to go away, I mean, we used to do a lot of stuff as a family, do the camping and stuff like that. But there came a point where, all that was done. And instead of doing hockey's gone, we got nothing left, we reverted back into going out on our canoe, out on canoe trips and camping and hiking and brought all that stuff back that we used to do before we had kids. Yes. And it made everything happy again. And it was sort of like having kids and everything was like a pause. Well, not really a pause, but a different chapter.
Yep.
And then we've just gone on to a third chapter, and the kids are off doing their own thingies now.
I think that's where a lot of people have difficulties when they have trouble changing gears. They get used to a certain thing, and then that's what becomes all-encompassing, and then they don't know how to move on to some other thing. So I think what it is with... And so I've never been one to, I don't do cruises. I don't fly south and go to beaches and stuff like that. I tend to go camping, right? And so that's easy enough. It's simple enough. It's quiet enough. You can sit there in a hammock and read a book and kind of let everything kind of float away, right? So I think people who get too caught up with other stuff and they don't know how to switch gears and get back to the calming stuff, I think that's where some problems. And it's weird that we're like, wow, I thought they would be together forever, and no, the hockey was all that. Their identity, their whole identity was hockey.
The kids, and once the kids are growing up, and like I said, over the last few years, a lot of Mackenzie's buddies that we played hockey with, such and such got married, and they got married, and they're expecting a kid, and it's just like, wow, okay, we got old, number one. But, and again, it's the, all these people saying, when I retire, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then they don't. Well, I'm not waiting until we retire. We've shifted gears, and we're having fun. But when, like I say, you go through a couple of rough years, and you're just like, and then you're just like, we got to get out. Now, there was a gathering we were invited to, and part of it was, an indigenous thing where they passed an eagle feather around. Oh, okay. And whoever held the eagle feather says, this is what I'm happy for.
So the talking stick. It was like basically the talking stick.
But it was a feather. So, but there was a couple of them, and Trace was one of them. Like I was like, I'm happy to be out here, happy to be with other people that, appreciate being out here and take care of the land and stuff like that. And then I passed it off to Tracy, and she just lost it because it had been 2 years of the COVID and the hospitals and not seeing people and all that. And she wasn't the only one. People are just like, just all of a sudden, just the dam broke, and then after that, it was just like, wow, I just feel so much better now.
Unloaded.
Yeah, totally unloaded. Been out here, sitting there, hug a tree or go sit in the boat, and you don't even have to be moving anywhere. Just float down the river or whatever. So yeah, like I say, I saw that article and I read the title and I'm going, that sounds so familiar. Familiar. And it really was. So
you said it was in the Toronto Star?
It was in the Toronto Star, yeah. So
cool.
So get out there. If you're feeling like you've had a really rough time, just get out there.
It's a way to disconnect and unload. And if you're listening to this podcast, it's obviously this is your thing. So everybody knows this. But if there's anybody new to the podcast, this is what most of us get out of it. It's that way to get out there, unload, sit there and stare at a sunset for like the whole hour that it takes for a sun to set. Because most times people are, you're driving somewhere, driving the kids to soccer, driving to, look at that. That's a nice sunset. And then you move on to other things. But things slow down. You get out there.
Sit in a hammock and have a snooze because you don't have to take the garbage out. You don't have to walk the dog. Yeah. You don't have to, vacuum or do housework.
Yeah.
If you want to rake the forest, go.
Go ahead. Go rake the forest.
Ahead. So anyway, like I said, I saw that article, really well written, really hit the spot on that one. That's for sure. Other than that, you got anything else?
I have a score update.
Oh yeah.
So
are we winning?
No. But we're not losing. Bottom of the third, Yankees got a couple runs. Went up 6-3, and at the bottom of the fourth, Yankees got a couple more runs. It's now tied at the top of the fifth, 6-6. 2 outs.
They be a rallying.
Yeah, they are. So the New York is suddenly happy again. and Blue Jays are going, son of a... We had the lead. We blew a lead. Anyways, that was my update.
Giving the Yankees a false sense of security.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. All I know is tomorrow at work I'll hear nothing about anything but the game.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to hear about is the game.
That's all I heard today.
Did you watch the game? Did you see the game?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I was busy watching YouTube. Alrighty. Well, if you want to find out more about us, you can find us at paddlingadventuresradio.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You can download or stream all our episodes on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Player FM, and all your favorite podcast downloading sites. Just go to Google, type in our name, and we're everywhere. Or just go to the episode page at paddlingadventuresradio.com, and you can stream or download all our episodes there. If you enjoy the podcast, please share it with friends, family, and fellow paddlers. I want to thank everybody for listening this week. I'm Sean Rowley.
And I'm Derek Specht. We'll see you next time.